City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
O'Daniel on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Off-play action. Wolf. That's complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 56 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he needed to get...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Vita Vea on the stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 11 yards there. First down.
Good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10.
On first down, Williams. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Williams.
50-yard line.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 20.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Wolf. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Damian Williams, the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Room here to run. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
The 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout
At the 2-yard line.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Makes the score Chiefs 24.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Conversion.
His first career touchdown pass, and, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while,
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Wolf. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher. But here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. That pick hurts a little extra because here's 3rd down. You're already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they...
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
The Cowboys.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
56. 56 right there. 56. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. It's caught on the right side, Williams. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Finding Williams once more, complete. That catch good for only a couple. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Off play action. Wolf. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 12. 30 seconds to go. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Wolf's pass.
And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.
Second and 10.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will be out of